Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna create a helmet gift box, which is perfect for Father's Day or any occasion that we want to make our dad or grandpa feel special. I have all the pieces cut, and I'm gonna start building the box. So I'm gonna use these two pieces and fold them according to the score lines. And then I'm gonna glue these two pieces together. Like this. You can use regular glue or you can use also hot glue. I will be combine them, these two types of glue, depending on what section I'm gluing or attaching. And you can use clips if you are using regular glue, just to keep the pieces in place until they dry. You can find the other clip. Okay, so I'm gonna glue now the other side. And I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit. So now I'm gonna move to these two pieces. So these pieces, I'm gonna cut this corner right here, and then also the center where the score line is, and I'm gonna fold these pieces. I already did that with the second piece, so now I'm just gonna glue them together. If you use regular glue, make sure these two pieces are completely attached once you move forward, because this is the part that is gonna be the lid for the gift box. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the main piece of the gift box, and then I'm just gonna cut each corner like this a little bit, just to make it easier to get this piece attached to the bottom of the box. So I'm gonna add glue in one of the sides. And then I'm gonna start pressing a little bit to make sure it's aligned to the bottom of the box. And now I'm gonna do it with the other side. And now I'm gluing the last section. So now I'm just gonna let it dry. So now I'm back to the lid piece. I'm just gonna enforce the folded sections, and it's gonna be like this. So now I'm just gonna place it on top of the bags to kind of have it in the right place, and I'm gonna glue each corner. So now I'm gonna work with these pieces. So this piece has the score lines right here. It's kind of hard to see on the video, but will be easier once you have the pieces on paper. And then we have to follow that line. That also will let you know that the bottom of the helmet is gonna be aligned to the bottom of the bags. And then there is another score line here, and that's the one that is gonna tell you exactly where to place the lid. So then I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue, and then I will add more once it's in place, as I don't want to put glue in parts that we don't need it. And then I'm gonna do the same with the other side. Again, the score lines on this piece are gonna be my reference to know exactly where to place or glue the lid so all the parts are even. So now that I have these pieces like this, can place it on top. And now the next thing, I'm gonna make cut these little sections right here, because this is the piece that is gonna go on top of the helmet, and it's gonna be rounded, so making this cut is gonna make it easier to get this piece attached to both sides of the helmet. Just gonna go like this, and I'm gonna start attaching this piece from the front of the helmet. That way, if by any chance your piece is short, like it's gonna happen this time because I forgot to change the mat for a longer one, so I ended up cutting this piece very short. And I kept it that way so I can show you how to fix it if you need to. But the whole idea of starting at the front is that if by any chance you are short in the back, you can still fix it instead of having to remove the whole pieces or starting over with this section. So I'm using hot glue because it's kinda easier to get this piece attached instead of having to wait until it gets dry. So I will definitely recommend to do it this way. If you don't have a very good glue well, not very glue, but a glue that dries quickly. So depending of the size that you make these gift bags, it's when you may need a longer mat if you are doing it with Cricut, with your Cricut. If you use the size by default for my design, then you won't need a longer mat. You will need the 12 by 12 inches. Now I'm gonna start putting together the front of my helmet, and I'm using all these pieces to get the result, and they're gonna be attached this way. All these small pieces have scarlings each side, so you know exactly where you need to add glue. So once I have it like this, I just need to kind of double check that they are touching the table or aligned to the bags, and then go from there to glue them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue first, so just I can get this piece in place before I actually glue the both sides completely. And it's up to you how to kind of get the distance of being separated from the front of your helmet. I will say maybe ½ inch will be a good size. And then once you have it in place, then we can start gluing the rest of this section. Just gonna use hot glue here. I'm gonna remove this so I can see exactly where to add my glue. And then same with the other side. So now once I put the lid or the helmet, so it's gonna look this way. And the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue these two pieces right here. And as you can see, they are a little bit longer, which I did on purpose, so I have the freedom to put these pieces in the way I want it, and then I can just cut the excess after that. So I'm gonna calculate them to be center, and then once they are dry, I'm gonna cut the excess. So now my helmet gift bags is almost done. And I'm gonna add the word "that" at front, on the front. So I'm using the A to kind of get the center of the front. And then I will add the 2D next to the A. They're gonna lay on the front of the helmet. And now the other part that I'm gonna do is just complete the Happy Father's Day phrase. I'm using foil vinyl for this part. So this one is gonna go exactly attached to the lid. I'm gonna use foamy dots just to add a little bit of dimension. You can just glue it if you want to. Just make sure that this piece doesn't touch the bottom of the gift box. And now my helmet is pretty much done. One thing I'm gonna do here, as you can see, I didn't get enough because I didn't cut it right. So but I decided to do it like that in case something like that happened to you. And what you can do is just cut a piece with the same size and then add it here, and that will cover that section. And the size of this piece will depend of the size that you make these bags. So with the SVG that you have, you should be fine. But if by any chance something like this happened to you, so then this is a way to fix it without having to redo the whole thing. Just gonna add glue on each side, and that will solve my problem. I think also kind of adds a different look to the back of the helmet. So at the end, it's not a big deal after all. Can add glue here in between also if I want to, or I can just leave it like that. So the last thing, if you see the lid doesn't have a cover right there, so this is optional. All you will need to do is kind of cut a piece smaller than the square of your lid and then cover it. This is totally up to you. The SVG doesn't include this piece, but if you wanted to do it this way, I just wanted to let you know how to do it. is not something that you actually need because the top of the helmet basically covers that part and you barely see that. So now the helmet gift box is pretty much ready. And this is kind of like the general design, but you can definitely add your personal touches and also make it to be like your dad's favorite theme. And I will show you in a minute how you can do that. But even just like this is cute and it's perfect for Father's Day or any occasion to celebrate your dad or your grandpa. Or even your boyfriend, because you can just remove the dad and the Happy Father's Day. Boyfriend, friends, anyone who loves football. Okay, let's check now how to personalize your helmet. So I'm gonna do it for the Seahawks, as that's my favorite team. And I'm just doing again the blue part right here. Just as a recap. And I made it green to match the Seahawks colors. And now I'm just attaching again my front of the helmet. Just checking measurement here just to make sure it's aligned. You don't have to. For this one, I decided to do it because it's a bigger gift helmet. Okay, so now I'm gonna attach the Seahawks logo. And you can do it to be or to match your favorite team. I'm adding just the logo, but you can add anything else that you can think. It will add that extra touch to be personalized. And I'm doing this in both sides of my helmet. And this is just an idea to make it more unique for that person that you decided to give it to. Especially, you know, we have a lot of football fans, so it will be kind of cool to make it more customized for the team that people like. And if you need help on how to get your logo the way I did it, just let me know. I will be happy to help you. You can also leave any questions or comments on the description below. I would like to hear from you. Okay, so now my helmet is done. You can see it looks pretty cool with the Seahawks logo now. And a Seahawks fan will appreciate that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.